My name is Nathan Harmon. I'm a assistant professor of digital media in the School of Visual and Performing Arts at Tulsa Community College. So I used to be the professor at OSU IT. They had some structural changes and they basically dissolved the School of Visual Communications. They tried to create something else, but when they did that, my position was no longer there. Now, just a quick little secret there. I was actually going to leave once I hit 10 years. I was going to be like, okay, 10 years is a good time. I'll pull the ripcord, go on to the next thing. That opportunity, and yes, it was unfortunate that they dissolved the School of Visual Communications, and including we had a really great commercial photography degree offering. But that led to the opportunity where I could be here with you guys, and I could share my passion for photography and videography, cinematography, and audio editing with my students here at Tulsa Community College. That is an excellent question. That's going to be a little bit of a long one. So basically, I always wanted a camera. My grandfather, he had a camera. He would use that. We'd do these timed group photos and stuff like that. It was nothing really unusual or difficult. But I finally bought myself a not a DSLR. This is way before then. An SLR, back when we were in the analog film days. And the minute I put that camera in my hand, it was like the world just rolled out what I was going to do. It was like, you are going to be a photographer. And then the minute we were able to shoot video with the same kind of camera, it's like, you are going to shoot video with this. And you are going to shoot short films with the same camera. The first roll of film I ran through the camera, I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just knew there was like a little exposure indicator thing, and I knew that I was supposed to put it in the middle. So all my shots went running around downtown Tulsa. It was snowing. It was very random. My best friend and I, we just went running around shooting photographs. He was in a photo class. I was not in a photo class. And I have to say that, like, my compositions, like, I just have a natural eye for compositions. They're pretty solid, even at age 18. So, but that was like the beginning of this huge journey that has led me to be here right in front of you guys. I'm going to speak of a project that I did I guess it was 2 years ago. It's an ongoing series called Divine, and it's basically devoted to all the women in my life. So I think when I was a kid, I think I said, when I grow up, I want to be surrounded by women. And then be careful what you wish for, because that's exactly what my life has been. I've been surrounded by women, 2 sister-in-laws, wife. I did have a mother-in-law. She passed on. My dog, for the majority of my life, was a female dog. And then I have a daughter, stepmom, still living, my mom, stepdad, still living. But basically, I have been surrounded by women. And then in my business, a lot of the people that I work with are women. So a lot of women in business. So I came up with this art series called Divine, and basically it's kind of like a love letter to all these wonderful, strong, powerful women that I get to work with and live with and take care of as well. When we talk about like a favorite photograph, I'm going to go from the Divine series. It's probably my wife and daughter, because they very much look like each other. So it's like she got her own mini-me. So what I did was it's called Oh, actually, it's in the art show over here. So if we want to get like an inset shot, and it's called what's it called? Ties that bind, binds that tie. Yeah, ties that bind. And basically, I took their hair and I've tied their hair together. And it's kind of interesting. Whenever you guys ever put on an art show, what's going to happen, people will come up with the most random comments. And as the artist, it's for the most time, it's best to probably not listen to everybody's comments. But that particular photo had the most comments, and you know, it's near and dear to me, but it was really interesting to see people just stop and they looked at the photograph and they were like, wow. And then they would give these little comments like, wow, how did you tie their hair together? Which, by the way, tying people's hairs together, very difficult. Not easy at all. If I were to characterize myself, I would say I'm a photographer who does video versus a videographer who does photography. Just because photography has been my first love. It's storytelling in a single image. And if you can do that and do it effectively, you can be very successful. Yeah.
Like a picture is worth 1,000 words.
One singular picture might be not just worth 1,000, it may be worth 1,000,000 words.